expect those in attendance tonight to meet these higher standards that may mean stopping this contest to address any sporting behavior concerns. Those violating the behavior standards of this contest are subject to ejection from the facility. Please enjoy the game without taunting and through positive encouragement of your team. Sporting behavior is appreciation of all performances and graceful acceptance of the results. Once again, welcome to Erie High School and tonight's game. Now please stand and remove your hats for our national anthem, performed by Erie High School's own Sydney Robertson. For both teams, starting with the visiting Longmont Trojans. Senior number 1, Alexis Mathers. Senior number 2, Jordan Johnson. Senior number 4, Fiona Glenn. Senior number 5, Zoe Campion. Sophomore number 6, Lila Manley. Senior number 7, Kylie Totems. Sophomore number 9, Tara Boobaker. Senior number 11, Stella Rulon. Senior number 12, Ella Anderson. Junior number 14, Ella Agustatus. Senior number 15, Addison Ball. Senior number 16, Gracia Wilkie. And they are coached by Erin Herbert. And now, let's meet your Erie Tigers. Junior number 1, Avery Mallon. Junior number 2, Sutton Sales. Senior number 3, Nyla Wilkes. Junior number 4, Grace Mooney. Senior number 5, Mackenzie Greenlee. Welcome in, and welcome into our first volleyball broadcast of the year. We're a little bit pared down today, still kind of early in our semester, so no scoreboard tonight. We'll do our best to kind of relay the score to you as often as we can, but you do get to see this contest, and we're excited to bring it to you here on the Erie Tiger Network. So the Tigers wearing their orange uniforms in the black numbers with the orange sleeves. Longmont in their blue with black shorts. And the Tigers will have a starting lineup out there of Lena Kitlowski, Tegan Cerveny, Gloria Stem, Mackenzie Greenlee, Avery Malik, and Sutton Sales. Am I missing anyone? The libero tonight is Lily Oliker, so she will check in. And we are ready to get this thing started. Back serving for the Trojans is Addison Mull. And Mull will deliver this one into the net, and 1-0 Tiger lead here off the jump. And Erie, one of the things I think they got to feel good about is so many returning players from last year's squad, very battle-tested. Hit out of the middle, that one will split the defenders, and that one will drop to the floor, and a point for the Trojans. So 1-1 here in the first set here on the Erie Tiger Network. And for some reason, there's a buzz in our audio here, and not sure where that's coming from. It's in the gym, but it's just a little distracting here. Malik will set near side. Cerveny hits one and pelts one off the back row, and her first kill of the night, and the Tigers lead it 2-1. And now back to serve for Erie is Sutton Sales, the junior. A lot of playing time last year. Sutton, along with, seems like everyone on this court we saw last year. Sales will drop this one into the back row. Far side set, hit into the blockers and pinged out of bounds for a Trojan point. Tegan Cerveny in there along with Avery Malik. Just couldn't quite control that inbounds. A good hit from the far side, I believe. Killing that one away was Addison Mull. And now back to serve is Jordan Johnson. So Johnson will serve one up. Tigers on the attack, down the line. Nice little hit there by Mila Wilkes, and the Tigers retake the lead. And here comes the serve into the back row. High arcing cross-court set, cross-court hit, that one goes wide. Trying to tuck it into the near side was Gracia Wilkie, and Erie has a 2-point lead. Both the C and the JV teams went to the maximum sets, so that's the reason for the late start here. Malik backs at far side, Cerveny, little soft runner over the net, now near side, blocked at the net, diving dig, Wilkes will keep it alive, and the Tigers will play it over third time with Greenlee. Now onto the Trojan side, far side hit, good dig out there from the back row, onto the Trojan side, they're trying to go the quick second hit attack, and they flush it home for the kill. That was Ella Anderson, a good action on that rally, good action so far in this first set. As back to serve once again is Ella Augustias. Dropped a changeup in there, and that one went careening into the net. And a point and an ace for the Trojans. And I think we should be all square at 4 here. We are. Scoreboard showing 4-4 now. Another serve. Cerveny will pick that up, and she'll swipe it across the net. Saved, though, by the Trojans. They'll play it over third time and couldn't get on top of that ball. Or rather, got 2 on top of that ball was Addison Mull. And a point there for the Tigers. 5-4, Tigers lead it here in set number 1. Tegan Cerveny back to serve this one.
The sophomore will slap this one with the right hand. A knuckler that will drop in front of the back row, and a nice little two-handed touchdown there by Mackenzie Greenlee. And Erie leads it by a pair, and Teagan will go back to serve again, the sophomore. Tiger team only has one underclassman on its roster, and it is Teagan Cerveny. She'll deliver this one into the back row. Dig out there, far side, cross-court hit. Dug out nicely. And I was going to say dug out by Oliker, and then a double touch on the far side. I think that was Avery Malik on the double touch, the setter. And a point there for the Trojans, and they'll go back to serve, and it will be their libero, Alexis Mathers, the senior. So Mathers will swat it with the right hand, floats it in toward the back row, dug out there by Oliker, and a little bit too far into the net for Malik to handle. We are tied at 6 here in this first set. So Mathers to serve again. Floats this one in toward the back row. Set up, near side, pelted down. The hammer coming from Mackenzie Greenlee. And she'll dust off that rally with the spike in the kill. And now Elena Kitlowski will check in here. One of the things about this senior class, as you see Kitlowski check in, when there was COVID their sophomore year, or the restrictions, you had masks on in the school, you had in-person learning pretty much the whole year. Just it was a weird year, and they had mandatory 100-person sophomore study halls. And yours truly stepped up to the plate to do that. So I feel like I know every one of these seniors now, as they were in my sophomore, or at least 200 of them were in my sophomore study hall. So, long story to get to this point. This is a tremendous class, especially this crop of volleyball girls, high character girls as seniors across the board, as that one is pinged backward. And in there for a Trojan point. So a quick little three-point burst here from Longmont. Back to serve is Zoe Campion. In toward the back row. Malik, quick set out of the middle. Greenlee hammered one, stinging off the fingertips, careening out of bounds for a Tiger point. And Erie leads it, or is tied 8-8. And Greenlee, who finished that one off, will now go back to serve. Greenlee, the jump set. And mishandled along the back row. And in there for a Tiger point. By the way, we are two-person crew. Me and Ginny Vera, a foreign exchange student in our class from Italy. So, being brave here, her first action behind the camera. And we'll probably zoom out a little more here during the commercials. As there's a diving attempt that is no good, and a Tiger point again, and the Tigers will chase their lead up to 3, their biggest of the set so far. And Greenlee will continue to serve here. And a diving save. Rattles around on the Erie side. Oh, a big hit by Sutton Sales. And she smashed that one into the hardwood, and the Tigers take a 4-point lead. 4-point lead and a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Tigers looking good here in set number 1.
You are watching the ETN. You are watching the ETN.
Welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Tigers on the serve, and Longmont unable to get it over. Too many touches, and it's a 5-point lead for Erie here in set number 1 as Mackenzie Greenlee will trot back to serve again. She is riding a wave of service points right now as the junior will jump, float one in toward the back row. Played over, second hit, diving dig there by Greeley. Malik sets quick in the middle. That one was blocked. Back onto the Longmont side, back onto the Erie side. Tapped down the line, touches the line. Longmont point. They break a long scoreless drought there and bring it back to within 4. And now back to serve is Addison Mall. So Mall will slap one with the right hand. Kitlowski digs. Malik sets near side. Sales unloads. Sales stinging it off the arms of the defender Campion, and that one might leave a mark. Big hit there by Sutton, and back to serve goes Avery Malik. Now Malik, the jump serve, slaps it with the right hand. Angles far side libero. Cross court set. Big hit. Nice dig by Kitlowski, and unable to kind of track that down was Oliker. Had to hit it back over her head and was kind of looking up toward the basketball hoop. Don't know if it slightly changed directions. That was a tough one and couldn't quite corral it. She was upset with herself. Now back to serve here is Stella Rulon, and that one is wide for an Erie point. Losing my voice a little bit already in this one. Hopefully we are good to go for tomorrow's football game up in Montrose. We'll have that one here on the Erie Tiger Network. Screamed too much in Dallas at the CU-TCU game. So if I sound a little scratchy, that is why. Still not quite bouncing back. Near side, set, back set. That one stung long over the heads of all the Tigers. That was Augusteus that couldn't quite deliver that kill. Now back to service, Sutton Sales. Pelts it with the right hand. Just a whisker too long. So back to Longmont it goes. A 4-point lead for the Tigers here in set number 1. It's 11 serving 16. Right-handed slap, a knuckler that Oliker had to get a nice diving save there by Wilkes. Now back set near side, off-tempo hit. Diving dig there by Oliker. Oh, right back into just the arm of Sales. She tried to keep it alive, but that was a smart, quick attack right back there by the Trojans. And now back to serve is Jordan Johnson. Johnson smacks it with the right hand. Oliker, Malik, quick in the middle, little tapper over, and a point for the Tigers as that one touched the floor. Just a little bit of a out-of-system touch a little bit, but a nice adjustment there by Gloria Stem and gets it to drop. So Stem swats it with the right hand, zips it in toward the back row. Back set near side, cross court, hit, blocked at the net, but just wide. It was a good block attempt there by, I think that was Mila Wilkes that got her hand on it. And went out of bounds. Back into the game is Oliker. Along the back row, the libero will check in. Oliker, Malik, near side set. Greenlee got underneath it, lollipopped it into the back row. Now back set near side, left-handed hit. Nice diving dig there by Sales. Greenlee will tap it over onto the Longmont side. They are scrambling. They'll have to just cozy it over a third time. Tigers can set up here. Sales, Malik, back set far side. Cerveny off tempo, gets it to drop. A diving attempt, couldn't make the play that time, was Augusteus, and the Tigers lead it by 5. And now Cerveny back to serve this one. Teagan will swat it with the right hand. The floater to the near side almost caught Longmont off guard. Now far side set, blocked at the net. No, can't keep alive. It blocked straight down, and Malik tried to get her paws underneath it and couldn't give it a lift. And it's back to a 4-point first set lead for the Tigers. 14 serving 18 as Mathers checks in, the libero here for the Trojans. Mathers, a couple bounces of the ball. She'll swat it with the right hand, running serve. Dug out there. Now near side. Longmont on the attack, blocked by Wilkes. Longmont will just have to play it over softly third time. Sales, Malik, near side set. Wilkes explodes. It's blocked. Kept alive by Oliker. And now Malik will softly play it over. Longmont on the attack. Big second attack or second hit attack. And the Tigers a little bit out of system there. And Wilkes tried to hit a softie in behind the blockers and a little bit too soft that time from the senior. And state champion in track and field is Mila. One of the best athletes in this school as that one goes into the net. And a great kid to boot. Talked about these seniors. I tell you what, you look at them, they've got their banners along the back row. By the way, it's only a 2-point lead, 16 serving 18. When I say along the back row, along the back wall of the gym. As that one is tapped over, second hit. On the attack now is the Trojans. Cerveny kept that alive, and then a little bit of miscommunication there for the Tigers. Wilkes, Greenlee, Mueller, Kitlowski, Hannah Osman, and Evans, who's not here. I have taught in some capacity all of them. Great kids. Really, I only haven't taught Lily Oliker. So Tiger fans getting into it. Pretty good crowd here in this one. 1-point lead for Erie. Longmont down by as many as 5 in this first set. Have come back to make it a 1-point lead as Coach Fisher calling a timeout. Trying to tighten things up here. The Tigers just a year ago, it seemed like a lot of fifth set matches. A lot of heartbreak in that fifth set. Can they turn the tide here this year? And you got to imagine with as much as experience and talent as they have, this could be a pretty solid year for this Tiger volleyball squad. And now serving here is Mathers. A little service heater. You call the timeout. Hope to maybe get a miss serve if you are Coach Fisher. So here we go. Swatted shallow. Nice dig there by Malik. Back set and the miscue there. Oliker, a little bit too gassed up for that one. You can see Coach Fisher saying, just settle, you're fine, as we're tied at 18s. This one almost long. Oliker, Malik, and played it back to Sales, who sailed it long. And it is a 1-point lead for Longmont. Man, an avalanche of points coming from the Trojans as it is now 19 serving 18, and they've all come with Mathers as the server. Very sharp in service. Sales goes high. Malik sets near side. Oh, almost a double hit there as Greenlee, I think, was the one to swat it over. Now dig there by Sales. Far side, Cerveny, that one is blocked. Oliker will go back to Sales, and Sales will send it long again, and the Tigers trail by a pair of points here late in set number 1. Just haven't quite been able to get into system here. A great serve and almost an ace, and it does end up producing a point for the Trojans, and a 3-point lead here for Erie. So here comes Mathers again on the serve. Mathers slaps it with the right hand. A little tip over, man. It just, Tigers have not been able to receive service from Mathers cleanly. And it just got them out of system, and Mathers has eaten the Tigers' lunch here. They now lead at 4, 22 serving 18. Tigers led this 18 serving 14. Big hit out of the middle. That's blocked. Now Wilkes will take her chance. That one is blocked. Back out of the Erie side. They'll try again. Wilkes again. Blocked again. Right now the Trojans have all the mojo. Wilkes will just play it over third time. Says, all right, you try and get it over now. Far side set. Blocked at the net. Did that ever hit a Tiger? It did. And a point for the Trojans. And they have peeled off 9 straight unanswered points, all off the service of Alexis Mathers. Now Mathers with the right hand will float one in toward the back row. Oliker digs set by Malik, goes far side for serve. That one is played by the Trojans. Diving, almost a crash there as Cerveny and Wilkes almost collided. And it was just kind of misfired out the back. And the Tigers have given up 10 straight points here. It would be 11 straight for the Trojans if they win this set. Set point here. Dug there by Sales. Second hit attack, and that one caught the Trojans off guard. The Tigers finally break the drought, but they are staring at 5 set points. As Lena Kitlowski will check in. Lena will swat it with the right hand in toward the back row. Played by the Trojans. Quick out of the middle, kind of a missed set, yep, and a lift called. Well, the set was a little bit like too far back, and the attacker out of the middle there tried to kind of just, lift it up and over. Kitlowski again, and a quick timeout here from Longmont with set point, but they've given up 2 straight. So we won't go anywhere. We'll stay right here. This is a chance for us to ask you, will you please like this video, subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network, hit the notifications so that you can be notified every time we go live here on the ETN. We would greatly appreciate that. The Tigers well, I hope I'm being seen on YouTube right now. It says we're live. Yeah, there's at least 22 of you watching. But set point here for the Trojans as Kitlowski goes back to serve. We just can't get our own video here in the school. Sometimes it's an issue on our own Wi-Fi. Go figure. Served by Kitlowski. Trojans trying to break a scoreless streak, and that will extend. And Tigers suddenly a little life here late. Is it too little too late? Boy, could both teams have a massive run here at the end of the set. This one in toward the middle, far side set, big hit, good dig out of the middle, back onto the Trojan side, and that one was flushed down and put away, and the Trojans take set number 1, 25-21. We'll take a timeout. Tigers, they trail it by a set here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to CarawayOrtho.com.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. No score a 1-0 set lead for Longmont as we are about all set for the second one here in the Erie gym. And since the start of kind of the COVID rules, teams do not switch sides anymore, and they just kept that. I don't know if that's a club thing. I don't know the volleyball politics and rule changes well enough to truly comment on that, so maybe I should just keep quiet. How about that? Maybe need old Mr. Fox to give me a lesson. Former Erie volleyball coach, now the principal of Frederick High. He's always down to talk volleyball. Taught me everything I know, which isn't a whole lot, so. But, you know, he's a Frederick guy, so what can we say? All right, it is a first service here by the junior, Avery Malik, as she settles in here for the Tigers. Swats it with the right hand, pelts it in toward the back line and too long. And it's quickly a 1-0 lead here for the Trojans. Good decision to let that one go was Longmont. And now set to serve first is Stella Rulon. Sales digs, Malik back set for Sales, angles it cross court, kind of misdirected and playing over softly third, or excuse me, wasn't soft, but I thought it was going to be safe and too much zip on that one. We'll give the Tigers the point now. Sutton Sales back to serve for the Tigers. Oh, goodness. Sutton, nice little knuckling ball in toward the back row. Out of the middle, though, and that was beautiful set and a beautiful delivery out of the middle on the spike by Ella Anderson. Now a swat with the right hand on the serve. Malik near side. Wilkes unloads. That one is dug out along the back row, and Longmont will just have to scramble to play it over third time. Tigers can set something up here again. Quick out of the middle. Little tapper. Oh, in no man's land. Perfectly placed by Gloria Stem and dropped it in there. And kind of a bloop single. Like her brother Sam up in, where's Sam now? Gonzaga? Now back set near side, cross court hit, dug out of the back row. Far side for Cerveny and just popped one right into the blockers and caromed out of bounds for a Tiger point. It was smartly hit. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, but where you can place it. Now pelted in toward the back row. Far side hit, and Wilkes tried to one-hand stab it. That was nicely placed in behind the blockers. Tell you what, once again, it's not always how much pop you can put into it, but can you just make it life tough for the defenders? Diving ball toward the back row. Sales digs. Malik sets, swiped down the line by Wilkes and played over third time by the Trojans. Oliker. Malik and Greenlee pelted one and puts it away for the kill. 4-3, Tigers lead it here in set number 2. And this one on the serve from Cerveny just tipped the net. And Longmont did a good job recovering and just getting over a third time, and a miss hit there by Greenlee. Too many unforced errors by the Tigers on hits that just get it over, get it on their side, and the Tigers have kind of lost focus on some of the easier ones tonight. And now back to serve is the Tiger killer in this one, Alexis Mather. She destroyed Erie for 9 straight points, and not going to be 9 straight that time. It was Cerveny that swatted it over, and it ping-ponged off of Longmont Trojan hands and out the back for a Tiger point. And now into serve, I believe, here is Lena Kitlowski. Fans, join us in the chat. Where are you watching from here on this Thursday night? as Kitlowski set to serve, and Lena will send this one over the net. Back set near side, big hit, pelted out of bounds off the blockers, and a point for the Trojans. Floater into the back line. Cerveny picks it up, set out of the middle. Almost off balance was Greenland. Then she kind of just stuck her left paw out there and put enough on it to drop it in there for the nice little off-tempo kill. And now Greenlee back to serve again. McKenzie smashes with the right hand, well placed. Longmont will set it to the far side, and that one will touch the back line there. That is one of those where, you know, I couldn't tell. I think some of the Erie players on that line thought that wasn't it, but I think parent volunteer wearing an Erie shirt doesn't want to seem too biased, and that's close enough. We're going to give that to the Trojans. I would be the same way. Second hit, attack. Now the Tigers trying to play with nice little pelting hit there by Tegan Cerveny, and she dashed one into the back row and dusted it off for the kill. Erie set to attack again here. They lead it by one, and they're trying to figure out who's serving here. And it is Avery Malik. Floater right back into the Erie side. It was a quick hit. Good recovery by Longmont. That was a nice play by Stem. Now Malik sets near side. Sales pelts one. And it is nicely dug out there by the Trojans. Tigers trying to set it up again. They'll go back this time for Cerveny. Blocked but wide. And the Tigers pick up the point. The chair umpire saying that was a good call. I think the Longmont coach wanting maybe some type of violation, or he thought it was inbounds, just trying to massage that point either way he can. Won't get it. Tigers doing a much better job keeping Longmont here off balance. And a quick second hit attack, or excuse me, attack right back rather. We'll get it right. It's early in volleyball season. Gloria Stem with a nice little pop over the net, and the Tigers lead it by 3. They led it by 5 in the first set and gave it all away. Malik will drop one. Off-tempo hit out of bounds. And that is an Erie point. The Longmont parents who are on the opposite side of the court, they don't concur. I heard that one. Now they'll play it from the back row. Floater. Oliker. Malik. Oh, unloading was Sutton Sales. And she hit an absolute tracer bullet into the back row. And the Tigers lead it by 5. We'll take a timeout here. 11-6 Tigers in the second set. They trail it 1-0.
Hi there, I'm Charlie Meyer with the Erie Tiger Network, and I'm here to let you know that we have a Patreon page. I'm not going to use all kinds of flavorful speech to convince you to join it. However, I will say this. Erie Tiger Network is a super cool class that provides great opportunities for both student athletes and aspiring broadcasters behind the camera. I mean, look at me. I get to film a commercial in front of an empty football field.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 11 serving 6. Avery Malik slapped with the right hand. And I tell you what, as this one is hit really nice for the Trojan kill and a point on the far side. Tell you what, at some point this season, if I haven't already, I'm going to get Avery Malik and Tegan Cerveny confused. They look like they could be sisters out there to me. I don't know. Just that happens at least on every team I've ever called here at Erie. There's always two that I just confuse for maybe no good reason. I don't know. Maybe in just my own head they look similar. Off balance hit goes into the net and a Tiger point. So back to a 5-point lead as Sutton Sales will go back to serve. Sutton will rip one into the back row. Tapped over, diving attempt by Oliker and couldn't quite gather that one. And now it is 8 serving 12 here for the Trojans. Jump serve. Knuckles into the back row. Wilkes high arcing pass. Near side set, and Wilkes popped one right into the blockers and got the kill. You know, my reaction was muted because Erie reaction was a little muted, but 13 serving 5 here. As that one is punched over by Stem, and she'll get the ace. So Erie now with a 6-point lead. Zips one down the line. Dug out by Longmont, but they'll have to softly play it over third time. Malik sets far side. Cerveny tried to angle it cross court into the corner, and that went long and wide for a Trojan point. And now this one in towards Sales, and that's an ace. Ryan Cerveny watching from Texas. Welcome in, Ryan. Near side set. Greenlee, 2 on top of it. It's mistimed on the set. Outside hitter exchange, and we are back to a 3-point game. 11 serving 14. Floated in toward the back row. Oliker digs. Corralling that was Malik. Cerveny pelted it off the blockers. Now the Trojans on the attack. Near side set. Hit off the blockers. That was Wilkes, and it caromed out of bounds. And another Trojan point. And so down by 6. They've cut it to 2 on 4 straight points. As Augusteus to serve and drops one right in front of Oliker. And the Tigers have not done great tonight on service receiving. That's what's killed them. Need one here. Tigers now scooting up a little bit. Sales backpedaling to dig that one. Now near side set. Greenlee goes cross court. That was deflected down. Greenlee leans back, sends it down the line, and just popped it wide. And we're all tied 6 straight for the Trojans. This first match for Erie here at home has been a game of, or just a match of runs. And Longmont on another run themselves as Oliker elects to hit that one after Cerveny, I think, tried to call it out. And Tigers, they give up 7 straight, and Coach Fisher going to call a timeout. We'll take one too.
Yes, sir, this is the life. So please head to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network to help support us today.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. as Longmont leads it in set 2. They lead it by a set. It's 15 serving 14. Floater into the back row. Malik sets near side. Wilkes mistimed on that one. And it is a 2-point lead now for the Trojans. They have scored 8 straight. And that one's wide. That's how you end a run. You miscue a serve, but hard to criticize Augusteus after collecting 8 straight. And now here comes Cervini into the net. Two-point lead for the Trojans. Tigers have been good in kind of that 10-point range, and then they just have kind of gotten stuck in neutral as they approach 20. As there's a big hit running around the set. Mackenzie Greenlee unloaded on one. And it's now a 1-point set lead here for the Trojans. Kitlowski to serve. Knuckles one with the right hand. Trojans kind of have to just corral. Oh, man. A little bit unlucky where the Tigers, that hit tipped the net and then just fell inbounds, and it was a diving attempt. Who was that, Oliker, that tried to gather it and couldn't quite get to it. 18 serving 16. Into the back row. Kitlowski digs. Malik sets near side. Sales goes off tempo. Dug out there behind the blockers. Now set up into the back row. Swatted over. Dug there by Cervini. Quick second hit attack there on the dump set by Malik. Far side set. Tapped over. Cervini digs. Back toward the net. Malik quick in the middle. Swatted by Greenlee. Oh, did that go wide? It did. But was it touched? And it was not. And that's a point for the Trojans. Floater into the back row. Oliker almost double touched that one near side. Sutton sails. That one definitely tipped. That one tipped. And that is an Erie point. At least from my vantage point, that one tipped off a Longmont player. I thought so, and the officials, the umpires, did agree with that. But no one in the gym kind of was sure. Now Greenlee will float one in. Far side set. That one pelted. I mean, hammered by Addison Mall. And now a 3-point lead for the Trojans here late in set number 2. 20 serving 17. Malik backs at far side. The runner is blocked, and just watching that one smartly fall out of bounds was Gloria Stem. That is an Erie point. It was blocked by the Trojans. Yeah, I thought it was another good call, just another weirdly late reaction by both squads. Now Malik to serve. In toward the back row. High arcing dig. Set. Oh, and a miscommunication on the set. Getting caught flat-footed was Rulon, and she couldn't gather her balance. And it's a 1-point set. Tigers will take that miscue. Malik back to serve again here. Avery swats it with the right hand. In toward the back row. High arcing dig. And now played over toward Oliker. Far side set. Cross court hit by Cervini. Nice dig there by the Trojans. Far side set up. Diving, or rather lunging digger there by Malik. Played over third time by Sales. Trojans trying to just get it over safely third time. Tigers can set something up. Malik sets near side. Big hit. Sales it tipped off the defender and went out for an Erie point, and we're tied at 20. So nicely struck there by Sutton Sales. And we are all tied at 20 apiece. Malik, the floater. Trojans can set something up. Good dig there by Oliker. Second hit attack there by Malik. Now the Trojans will have something out of the middle. Partially blocked and in front of the diving defender and Malik. And that one will fall to the floor for a Trojan point. It's 21 serving 20. Trojans lead it by a set. They lead it by a point here in set number 2 late. As Rulon will serve it. Pelts it into the back row. Oliker, Malik, Cervini, just off tempo, had to kind of slide it down the net. Now far side setup, blocked by the Tigers, back out of the Longmont side, out of the middle now, and that was nicely hit. And a big reaction there from Ella Anderson. Now Stella Rulon. In toward the back line. Dug there by Oliker and then tapped over and miscued there by Sutton Sales. And oh man, the Tigers, just unforced errors have just killed them. And it's a 3-point lead late. I think this might be a must-score serve right here for the Tigers. And they don't get it, and it is set point, and it'll be 4 of them. As Kitlowski couldn't quite handle that one, and now Rulon can serve it for a 2-set lead. In the middle, big hit, not touched the corner, no, went long. And the Tigers drop set number 2. They trail at 2-0. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. It's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETNPatreon.
All right, and we are back here for set number 3. Tigers trail it 2-0 here against the Trojans. They have had at least a 5-point lead in both sets. Unable to seal the deal, and they'll come out of the gates roaring with a big kill there from the near side, angling it cross court. Sutton sails. And that one is pelted too long. Or, excuse me, it was pelted nicely and then deflected too long. And a ace there for Malik. Back set into the middle. Tigers doing a good job scrambling. Now they just have to get it over a third time. Sales goes high up near the rafters and does her job. Tigers have not done that well. Just scramble and get it over. Now Sales near side, angles it cross court. Dug out there by Mathers. Oh, almost miscommunicated onto the Tiger side. Malik back set far side, serving. He goes cross court. Good diving dig, and Longmont will play it over a third time, but too long. Erie defense coming alive here, and at least to start this set, they have a lot more energy out on the floor right now than Longmont. But got to really widen that gap, because as we've seen, 3, 4, 5 points not enough. Deflected, Oliker digs and tap down, easy tap down there for the middle blocker, Stella Roulon, and it is a 3-1 score. One serving 3. Into the net. And a point there for the Tigers. Tigers certainly have more pep in their step here in set number 3. Now from the back row, and that one goes high in the rafters, caroms around and falls for a Trojan point. Into the net. Another point for the Tigers. Trojans have been a little bit sloppy here in set 3. Five serving 2. Stem puts it into the back row. Near side set, blocked at the net. Greenlee, and now the Tigers on the attack. Far side, Cerveny pelts one in there for a Tiger point. 6-2 now. And still Erie kind of zipping around the court a little more. Man, a heck of a serve. That one zipped in there, and a big hit and a good dig, and now Wilkes will slide it down the line, and Trojans will play it a little bit out of rotation. Dug there. Malik's, tipped it over and hit the top of the tape onto the Longmont side. Now they'll go cross court. Greenlee digs high. Malik quick out of the middle. Greenlee swats it quickly with the right hand. Dug there by Longmont and mis-executed there. The Longmont coach said he thought an Erie Tiger touched it, and I didn't think so. Maybe we'll slow that down and look at that. I'm watching it back, frame by frame, on YouTube. As Sales digs, near side set. Wilkes out of the middle. That one partially blocked. Nice diving dig. Sales has had a good start to this set. Greenlee will play it over. Some long rallies here in this set so far. Big hit blocked at the net by the Tigers. Now near side. Good rotation there defensively. Malik sets up. Wilkes hits it in toward the back row. Long rally here, maybe longest of the night. Tigers will dig. Played high in. Cerveny plays it over a third time. Now the Trojans will set something up. Quick out of the middle. Almost missed time, but a nice hit out of the middle. Ella Anderson, she likes to really hoop it up when she makes a big play. We're watching that back on our YouTube channel. And it was, I think, simultaneously hit. In fact, I don't think that ever hit a Tiger hand. Maybe it did through the tape. I don't know. That's tough to tell. Flush down there by Wilkes out of the middle. Tigers lead it. Oh, it's 8-3 now. Serve on the surf. Right hand hit in the middle, partially deflected by the tape. Now Teagan will send it in toward the back row. Miscorralled, and at Longmont will play it over third time. Oliker, Malik, the runner from Greenlee, pelted that one, and it was gathered in nicely along that back row. They'll fake the runaround this time, and a big hit there from Wilkes, and it was blocked and back onto the Erie side. Now the runaround again, and Greenlee delivers with surgeon-like precision, and the Tigers lead it 10-3. Now far side set. Big hit at the net. It caroms around, and the Tigers will somehow get it over third time. Can they capitalize? Sales the diving dig. Malik sets up for Wilkes. Off-tempo hit. Dug out there. Trojans on the attack. Out of the middle. Anderson hits. Dug out there by Oliker. Quick out of the middle. Greenlee hits. That one is dug out. Second hit and long. And the Tigers gather the point. 8-point lead? No. What is it? 7-point lead? 10? Thought it was 11-3. We'll take a timeout. We'll just mute our mics. We're not going anywhere. Just a little voice break. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 10-3, Tigers lead it here in set number 3, but they trail it 2-0. Cerveny swats with the right hand, floats it in toward the back row. Dug out there, back set toward the middle. Anderson hits. Oliker goes into the rafters, off a sound absorber, and back onto the Trojan side. Tigers recover after that. A miss set too far over the Tiger net, out of bounds, and another Tiger point. And 11-3 the score. Teagan to serve. Teagan swats. Quick touchdown by Wilkes, and the Tigers lead it by 9. We said the Trojans looked flat at the start of this set, and they don't look like they have much more energy here again out of the timeout. Floater, and just surviving with the Trojans. Tigers try to catch him off guard with a second hit attack, and finally the Trojans break a long set of Tiger scores, and it is 4 serving 12. Tigers red hot here in set number 3. Serve in toward the back line. Dug out there by Oliker. Second hit attack over the head by Malik. And didn't love that one. point for the Trojans. Sloppy. Floater, Sales, Malik, and a lift. Man, I don't know what it is about Mather serving, but it has given the Tigers fits tonight. Doesn't seem like it has a over amount of zip or dive to it. Just well placed, I guess. Greenlee miscues. That worked out. And she says, okay, okay. That is one of those where, you know, you try and go for the big swat with the right hand and you miscue it perfectly. You meant to do it, right? Kitlowski in toward the back row. Set up out of the middle. Blocked by the Tigers. Kept alive, though, and good job by Cerveny to read that and get it over. Now set up by the Trojans. Play down the line. Cerveny tried to reach and grab it. Maybe not her ball, at least from her reaction. Couldn't quite tell. And the point there for the Trojans. And it's 7 serving 13. Campion back to serve into the net. And now Greenlee will serve this. Greenlee, the jump serve, rips it in toward the back row and an ace. 15 serving 7. Greenlee again. Floats one. In toward the back line. Good dig out there by Cerveny off the tape. Kept alive by the Trojans. Now they'll play it over a third time. Softly hit over. Dug there. Now Cerveny will angle it cross court. Near side to far side. And blocked down. I think that was Malik and a Tiger point. And Erie chases the lead. 16-7. Now Greenlee will serve it. Rips one in toward the libero. Second hit attack, swiped over. Now set up by Malik. Sales unloads. Oh, she ripped one into the blockers and it fell softly to the floor. And the Tigers, they lead it by double digits. And Longmont wants a timeout. 17-7, Tigers lead it in set 3. They trail it 2-0. We'll take a quick timeout on the ETN.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind.
All these great calls, and you didn't hear it. Dang it. Sound was gone there for a moment. We just forgot to turn our mic back on. Can't believe that. Tigers lead it by 7 here. It's 15 serving 22. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's my mistake. Thank you to a couple people. Miss Danessa for texting us, and Josh Ashton, thank you for helping us out here. Cross-court hit. Oliker digs. Malik sets. Wilkes taps with the right hand, and Longmont will just have to play this over a third time. They won't do it successfully, and it is a 23-15 lead here for Erie. 2 points before Longmont gets 10. I think the Tigers can do that one here in the third set. Serve in toward the back line. Far side set, tapped over. Greenlee digs. Cervini just miscued that one wide of the antenna. Oh, the middle, big hit by Wilkes. That was a nice block by Anderson.
Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
For the card-carrying fan, get your CU Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First National Bank's free checking.
Sheriff Bond is your...
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. We roll on to set number 4. It's a 2-set-to-1 lead for Longmont. Tigers big winners there in set number 3. My goodness. Tigers have had favorable positions in every set tonight. It just wasn't until set 3 they could lock it in. And Longmont, they just didn't have the energy that they had in those first 2 sets. And we'll see what kind of energy both teams have coming out of the chute here. Just checking. Making sure our mic is on this time. It is. Hopefully that's a good thing for you guys. So 2-1. Longmont leads it. Can the Tigers complete the comeback and at least send it to a 5th set? Or will the Trojans come away with the victory here? Tiger fans, don't forget to follow us on social media at Erie Tiger Media on X, Meta. I don't know, there's a new name for everything now. It's hard to keep it straight. TikTok, I'm sure that'll have a new name soon. Instagram, I'm sure that'll have a new name soon. You can follow us on all those, by the way. And here comes a floater in toward the back line. Far side set out of the middle, dug there by Oliker. Now far side set up, blocked again, and the Tigers Tell you what, they have figured something out to where they have just been delivering block after block here over the last few rallies. 1 serving 0 here. Diving dig, nicely done by Malik. Serve will play it over 3rd time and does so just really delicately in toward that back line, and that was nicely done. Tigers looking for their first win of the year. They dropped one to Windsor and dropped one to Platte Valley. Down near side, cross court, and that one was deflected out of bounds and a Trojan point. 1 serving 2. This Tiger team will play Douglas County on Monday here at home. Horizon next Thursday on the road before they come home to take on Fairview. Out of the middle, Wilkes got way up there. Just kind of thought mistimed her swat. My goodness. See why Mila is track and field champ. Got the bunnies there. Goodness. 2 serving 2. Sales, Malik, Wilkes slides it with the right hand. Now sets up out of the middle. Anderson hit the tape, got lucky. She'll take it. By the way, Longmont's already played 7 games. They are 3-4. Slapper with the right hand into the net. 3-3. So far, it doesn't look like either team has the energy advantage here in this set. Sales delivers the serve in toward the back line, and that was mishandled by Mathers out the back. And a 4-3 lead here for the Tigers. Sales rips one in toward the back line, into a high into the rafters, and now played over 3rd time by the Trojans. Set out of the middle. Wilkes swipes it with the right hand. Now played over 2nd hit, and that one was pushed right to the corner. I mean, that was placed perfectly. By the way, I feel bad. I have called Grace Moding Lily Oliker this whole time. At least, is there 2? Am I missing something? Grace Moding out there for the Tigers. I just looked at her face and went, that's Grace. That's not Lily at all. Man, I'm sorry, Grace. What the heck am I doing? Numbers are right there. Or was there a switch that I don't know about? Did I mess that up? You know what? I am going to go to the film here early on. I swear there was an orange 13. And there was. And you know what? I got to tell you, I did not know you could switch liberos. Okay, I am not losing my mind. Congratulations on my observational skills. So Grace Moding, now the libero, set to serve. And Grace will rip that one in toward the back line. Set out of the middle. Anderson explodes one towards Moding and finishes off the point for a kill. Five and set 4. Moding digs. Malik sets middle. Big hit there by Greenlee. Now back over the head of everyone. Nice dig there by Moding. Set up. Big hit coming from the far side. That was Stem with a nice hit. And down the line, and that was miscued wide, and a point for the Tigers. All right, 6-5. Tell you what, noticing that libero change, that is my proudest moment so far this year on the ETN. Guess only a couple broadcasts in, but I get so many wrong. It's nice to get one right every once in a while. Back set near side, cross court hit. And that was a nicely placed hit We're tied again at 6. Now Oliker will check in, but not as the libero. And she'll come in for stem. So you have Moding, Oliker, and Sales along the back line here for the Tigers. Oliker to play it. Malik will just have to touch this over, and Trojans weren't ready, and they miscued. And a point there for the Tigers. So 7 serving 6 here for Tegan as she heads back with the lead for Erie. Erie has had the lead in every set, but they trail it 2-1. And an out of rotation call on Erie. And are they going to replay this? So the officials are going to talk this over. The umpire thought it was an out of rotation, and the floor official, who usually calls that, is now over talking. Coach Fisher was shaking her head emphatically that no, that's wrong. And the official says, my bad, let's replay the point. Trojan fans upset. This is where I feel like just a volleyball novice. I don't know what the heck is going on. Somebody help me. Goodness. And now another discussion. The defense has laid their arguments to rest. Now the prosecution making their arguments. The jury deliberating over this one. Both sides have been presented, and it will rule in favor of looks like it'll rule in favor of Erie. Longmont coach did not like it, but Tegan set to serve again. And Tegan will serve again, and this one will be played. Back set toward the middle, tipped at the net by the Tigers. Now Malik sets near side, Sales unloads, diving dig by Mathers. Longmont will keep it alive. They'll play it over a third time. Here come the Tigers. Moding digs, back set, far side. Greenlee runs around, pops it in there, past the diving defender, and gets it for the kill, and the Tigers lead it by 2. Now Cerveny. Will deliver this one with the right hand. Cerveny rips it down the line, high into the air. Now dug out here, cross-court hit. High again, this time by Moding. Big hit. Sutton sails and dents the floor with that hit, and the Tigers take a multi-point lead here, 3-point lead in set number 4. 9 serving 6. And trying to get a little bit momentum with the crowd behind him here. Cerveny again to serve. Tegan checks in with the bench. Coach Ashton delivering the signal. Drops one in front of the libero Mathers. Tipped over second time. Tigers have a chance here. Greenlee will play it high and toward the net and just played over by Sales smartly. Oh, a nice block. A kick save and a beauty by Longmont, but too many touches. The Trojans are playing hacky sack there for a moment, and the Tigers lead it 10-4. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a mute break here on the Erie Tiger Network. And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. It's a 10-6 lead in set 4. Tigers trail at 2-1. But a chance here to widen the gap here. Tegan Cerveny continues to serve it here for the Tigers. In toward the back line. Set out of the middle. Hit. And actually, oh, they will say that hit a Tiger. I thought that might have just snuck by. Didn't have the best angle, so I'm going to assume the best of the linesmen. I think both of them had it, plus the chair umpire, so not really going to garner an argument for me, that's for sure. Tigers. Oh, what a second hit there by Malik to keep that alive by her fingertips. And oh, that one was punched over there by Sales. Big hit, good block. Both teams a little bit just out of their precise offense here. Moding digs, set near side, tapped by Sales. Now another hit in toward the rafter. Oh, a big collision there between Sales and Cerveny, and everyone's okay, and they're back, and a nice dig there by Moding. Long rally here. Tigers had their bells rung, 2 of them, and they'll get the point anyways as Malik reaches up and flushes it home. That was a unique rally. Tigers got a little lucky, went into the rafters and hit off the sound barriers. Coach Herbert onto the floor. He's ticked about something. And now Greenlee will serve it. Now the middle, Wilkes swats it with the right hand. Once again, Wilkes just got way up there. Set for Sales and too long. And I like that one, set for Sales. That sounds right. Unfortunately, that one set Sail too long. And so Erie, it's 8 serving 11, Erie on top. Set into the middle, Sales tapped it over off tempo. Far side setup, block at the net, but out of bounds and a Longmont point. And we have a scoreboard issue here. The scores table buzzed kind of in the middle of that point, and the down umpire trying to figure out what is going on here and why the Erie scores table. And Julie Singh pointing to the scorebook. I'll tell you this much. Julie Singh rarely, if ever, is wrong. So if she's pointing out something, you know it's got to be right. I mean, that's a librarian for you. You got to keep orderly records. And still have no idea what is going on. I think Longmont is ready to go. The down umpire wants to talk things over with the chair umpire. Erie, Grace Moding trying to get the Erie fans pumped up. And I don't know, this is our second real long administration break of the set. We need to mic up the table next time, see what the heck is going on. Tiger fans, we will be live tomorrow on the Erie Tiger Network from Montrose. We'll make the bus ride up with the team tomorrow. We'll call it live. And that one, hopefully our internet or service, everything will be good and ready to roll. That's the one worry we have. So we'll find out for sure when we get there. 11-8. And it 11-9 9. And an out of rotation. What is going on? My God, what is going on? Goodness. I have no idea. Good golly. I don't know what to say, folks. I have no idea. I don't actually, to be fair, I don't think anyone has an idea what is going on in this gym right now. I'm trying to listen in, but I can't hear jack diddly squat, so. Players trying to stay loose. Oliker will come out. Stem will come in. Avery Malik trying to stay loose. All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something we've never done before. This is going to be a bit corny, but ChatGPT is going to tell us a volleyball joke. Why did the volleyball player go to therapy? Because they kept getting set up and spiked down. There you go. Thanks, ChatGPT. Goodness. All right. 12 serving 8, and that one was hit real long. So now 13 is serving 8. Malik delivers a serve. Caromed out of the middle, dug out there by the Tigers. Near side setup, sails, ripped one into the hands of, I think that was Anderson. Now Malik out of the middle, big hit, Milo Wilkes pelting the floorboards. Check that ball for lacquer, as that one skidded across the wood, and now it is a 14-8 lead. Malik floats one in toward the middle. Set up out of the middle. Anderson pelts one right back. Answers the call there. Ella Anderson. So 9 serving 14. Tigers once again trail it by 1. Cerveny digs out of the middle. Too long. Too long for the Tigers, and another point for the Trojans. And that one, I think Erie thought that was tipped. And even Madison's saying no, it wasn't. Coach Fisher, so at least I think that's what she's saying. 11-14. That's the way to end a little bit of a run, as Sutton Sales just absolutely opened up a can of whoop volleyball on that one. Now Sutton to serve into the net. So 15-12, Tigers on top. Dug there by Sales. Set up near side. Nice swat there by Teagan. Dropped it in front of the back line with the accuracy of Shadur Sanders on that one. And now a 16-12 lead for Erie. Moding will zip that one in toward the back line. Back set in the middle, blocked by Greenlee, kept alive. Sales will send it towards Mathers. Now far side set, hit, blocked at the net by Greenlee again. They'll go right back to Mall. Diving dig in the middle. Again goes Greenlee toward the net. Second hit attack, diving. Moding couldn't quite corral it. And a big point there for the Trojans. Long rallies here in this fourth set. Tigers lead it. It's 13 serving 16. Trojans lead it 2-1. Tigers trying to force a fifth set. It seems like every time we broadcast, we go to 5 sets. They may not invite us back in this gym. Now Mathers. We'll float this one along to the back. Set near side. Cervini rips one in there. Oh, Teagan unleashes. Holy heck on that one. And now it's 17 serving 13. Popped in toward the back line. Dug out there along the back line. Now out of the middle. Moding goes high. Malik out of the middle. Greenlee, that one was blocked. Back onto the Trojan side. It ping pongs back and forth. Malik will back set. Sailed it. And a point for the Trojans, and it's 14 serving 17. And back in comes Oliker. So let's see, Campion will serve it with the right hand. In the middle, Greenlee swipes it to the near side. Far side setup, and that one is dropped in there very nicely by Stasius. Folks, not even Coach Herbert really knew how to announce it, so I'm not going to feel too bad. 15 serving 17. Sales, Malik, the runner for Greenlee. Oh, drops the hammer. Up high, down hard. Tigers take a 3-point lead. And now Teagan, who had a long service in this set, back to serve again. 18 serving 15. And you can see why. That one was beautifully placed in front of Mathers for the ace. Now near side, high arcing dig, set out of the middle, swatted, Moding digs back. Greenlee tried to swipe it. It was a good recovery that time by Mall. And then Mall will hit it and dust it off. She kind of earned that. That was a heck of a little defensive play by Mall, and then she finished it off. 16 serving 19. Moding, Malik, Sales, long. (17 serving 19). Waning moments to set 4. Miss hit. Good play by Malik, but Trojans with a chance to set something up. Blocked, now just passed over. Tigers can get a point here. Greenlee has hers blocked. Malik sets it near side. Sutton delivers. That one is blocked, and Greenlee just the two-hand jam. Greenlee, very nicely done. That was set up by the absolute howitzer by Sutton Sales. And now it's 20 serving 17. Greenlee just kind of floats one down the line. Picked up there by Longmont. Big out of the middle. Tigers keep it alive. They'll play it over third time. A little bit lucky there. We'll take it. Back set far side. That one's partially blocked at the net by Augustias. Now near side. Sales rips one. Mathers a nice dig. And Longmont will just have to softly play it over third time. Good pass right to Malik. And just slightly missed time there by Wilkes. So 18 serving 20. Missed opportunity there for the Tigers. 18 serving 20. Fourth set. No spin on that one into the back row. Sales delivers right in front of the back line. It's a 3-point Tiger lead. Are we going to set number 5? We've crossed the 9 o'clock hour. And now it will be Stem coming in. Malik set to serve. 21 serving 18. Malik floats one down the line. Nice diving, sliding dig there by Mathers. And that one sent touch the line. Tigers thought it was long. It was placed in there. Once again, Anderson hooping it up. Malik for Wilkes. That one hit the top of the net, and another Longmont point, and it's a 1-point game. And Coach Ashton saying to Coach Fisher, let's maybe call a timeout here, and she will agree. So timeout. We'll take a quick timeout on the Erie Tiger Network.
Hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Erie leads it 21-20. Out of the timeout here in set 4, they trail it 2-1. If they can hold on, they'll force a 5th set. If Longmont comes back, it is game, set, and match. Should be entertaining little next few minutes. Moding to Malik. Near side, cross court goes Stem. Well hit, but well received. Now back set, far side. Stem gets it blocked. Oh, Tigers couldn't handle. And it's all tied at 21. Four along the back line for the Tigers. In towards Moding, delivers it right to Malik. Wilkes gets it blocked. Man, she was way up there. And, oh, Mathers decided to hit it. I think they called long. At 22-21, Tigers lead it. A little bit lucky. Mathers decided late to play that. Now Sutton sails to serve. Floater in toward the back line, set out of the middle. Anderson gets blocked, back onto the Erie side, punched over by Greenlee, back out of the middle. Set again for Anderson, swipes it again, diving dig by Sales, punched over by Malik, back onto the Trojan side. Now set here to the near side, cross court hit and dug out there by Sales. Malik sets near side and sets it too far for Cerveny, who had to reach for it and couldn't get to it. And we're tied at 22. And an ace. Ill time for the Tigers. Cerveny will kick that one back onto the Trojan side, and a timeout coming. Have to execute here defensively if you're the Tigers. Cannot afford another mistake from here on out to the end of this set. Tigers trail it by 1. They had the lead in this set. And again, the Trojans, they just never seem to quit in a set. And they have the late lead again. See if the Tigers can rally this time. So back to serve is Ella Augusteus. Right-handed floater, back line. Dug there by Moding in the middle. And to perfection the Tigers execute. And Mila Wilkes soaring through the air. Air Mila. My goodness, she's got hops. Oh. And now, Grace Moding set to serve. The junior. Pelts one in toward the back line. Set out of the middle. Anderson hits. Dug there by Moding. Now set up in the middle. Sails in for Mathers. Far side set. That's Mull with it down the line, and it's picked up there by the Tigers. Hit by Cerveny. Diving digs. They'll have to play it over softly third time. Tigers with a chance here. Malik in the middle, a little bit too far, and Greenlee touched the net. And it is a Tiger point. No, that I thought Greenlee, and they will call a violation there on Longmont and a timeout coming right back. So Tigers retake the lead. They have set point. And we will stay right here. So the Tigers with set point, they could force a 5th set in what has been a marathon of a night. We've seen it go the distance in C team and JV. Why not make it varsity? So it'll be Grace Moding to serve it here to extend this match to a 5th set. We'll find out. Longmont using every last drop of this timeout. Trying to figure this one out. Moding will rip one. That was a good serve out of a timeout. Out of the middle. Tigers a chance here. Set. Cerveny partially blocked. Now Longmont will play it onto the Tiger side. Greenlee hits it right back, and the Tigers force set number 5. We're going the distance. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go to where your friends are. Go to where the action's at. Go find your sense of adventure. Go Airheads, Airsoft Field and Store located in Erie, Colorado. Go Airheads and go Tigers.
You are watching the ETN.
watching the ETN.
And we're back. Fifth set. Tigers lead it. What am I saying? Tigers tied it. Feels like they lead because they have all the momentum. But we have seen some interesting fifth sets. So let's see if the Tigers can dig here. Just an observation. Not sure what to make of this. I'll let you decide. Kind of on the floor, Longmont looked a little more focused and Erie a little more loose and energetic. And so far you see that energy. So 1-0 lead for the Tigers. As Malik back to serve. There's no score on the board. Punched over. Now blocked at the net, rattling around, and the Tigers gather the point. It should be 2-0, it is. They forgot to put a point up on the board. Now Malik, first of 15 here in set 3. Floater into the middle. Hit. Oh, I didn't know that made it over. I guess it did. No protest. It's kind of one of those where it tricked me. Teagan, Avery, Mila! Soaring through the air. In the words of Kevin Harlan, I just saw a woman fly. Goodness. And now 3 serving 1. Sales in toward the back line. Mathers miscues, and it's a 4-1 lead. Might we see a quick timeout here? No, we'll see a sub. Sales rips one. Man, that had some pepper on it. And that was blocked by Erie and a Tiger point. I'm not actually sure that ever got over the net and was blocked, and a timeout coming from the Trojans. Tigers lead it 5-1 in set number 5. They have stormed back. They dug deep in set 4 after trailing at 23-22. They took the next 3 points and won that set to force a set 5, and here they lead it 5-1. And what has been a long, long night here in the Erie gym, and I'll tell you what, it is a scorcher. Well, one factor we haven't talked about, I'm surprised the ball hasn't melted. I mean, you have assistant coaches waving little clipboards to try and fan off. You have fans going in here. It doesn't matter. It is sweltering. And Sutton Sales smashed it into the back of Mila Wilkes' head, and Mila pretending to attack her. Actually, I think that hit her shoulder. 2 serving 5. Serving almost miscued. Tigers a little bit unfocused coming out of the timeout. Trojan attack far side, and Sales tried to save it and couldn't. And that's what the timeout was for, and a couple straight points there for Trojans. The Tigers looked a little bit too loose on those, both of those. Now service coming. Tigers again is slightly out of system there. And now the Trojan on attack from the near side. Blocked, and it just went wide. Just by a whisker. And it's now 1 point lead. Dig there by Moding. Now played over by Stem. Set out of the middle. Anderson gets blocked, and the Tigers, a huge block by Wilkes. Tell you what, Ella Anderson has celebrated everything out of the middle, and that time she got rejected. Six serving four, Moding into the net. 2 service errors for the Tigers here in set 5. Gotta hold your water. Senior laden team, although both errors were by juniors. Now Mathers with it, floats it in toward the back line. Set here near side, Cerveny gets it blocked, punches it, keeps it alive onto the Trojan side, passed right back, just punched back and forth. Now the Tigers will pelt it into the back row. Back set, far side, cross-court hit, nice dig there by Sales to keep it alive, and Sales will have to play it over. Nicely done there by the Tigers just to keep hope here in this set. Blocked at the net, and the Tigers tried to keep it up, but it was to no avail. Wilkie had the final touch for the Trojans on that one. Mathers to serve again. 6 serving 6. Cerveny digs. Malik back to Moding, who will just pass it over. Kind of a miscued set and a big hit from the far side, and Trojans have their first lead here of set number 5, and a timeout coming by Coach Fisher. Well, I don't really want to take a timeout. I don't think you want me to take a timeout. Tigers trail it by 1, 7-6 here in set number 5. Hoping to avoid dropping to 0-3. A pretty experienced team, so last year this Tiger team, their first year in 5A, went 14-11. So you got to expect that the good times will come here soon. Last year they started 0-2 versus the same 2 teams and then won against Longmont, but that one was a sweep. Not so here tonight. Cerveny gets it blocked but wide, and it's back to 7s. All right, much needed there for the Tigers. 7-7. Pelted into the back row. Mathers goes high, now set here. Oh, a little miscommunication there from the Trojans. Chance for the Tigers. Back set, far side, Greenlee hits it long. So I said the Tigers, they have, I think, they're zipping around the court a little better in this set, but they're a little bit looser. Trojans, a little maybe more focused, but a little tighter, so an interesting juxtaposition here. Moding digs, set near side, Cerveny goes cross court. That one is dug out along the back row. Far cross court set. Picked up by the Tigers. Second hit attack from Malik out of the middle. Now high into the rafters. Malik will set it up. Cerveny pelts it. Oh, perfect! Tegan Cerveny delivers. And it's 8-8. Tiger fans getting into it. Pretty good crowd here on this Thursday night. Now Tegan with the right hand, drops it in toward the back line, blocked at the net. Onto the Tigers side, they'll have to play it over comfortably. Third time, almost off tempo, almost caught Longmont off guard. And now the Tigers a little bit out of rotation there defensively. Blocked at the net, punched back over. It's just caroming back and forth. Chance here for the Trojans. Set something up. Good dig there by Cerveny. Set near side. Sales goes off tempo. That one is miscued, and the Trojans just have to get it over a third time. Oh, and the Tigers miscommunicated. The old husband and wife play. Malik, who's the setter, assumed that Oliker was going to get it, and Oliker let it fall to the floor. Near side, two miscues back-to-back killers for the Tigers. And one was completely unnecessary. Ugh. So 10 serving 8 for the Trojans. In the back row, Modi miscued. Malik has to keep it alive. Tigers punch it over. Oh, what a punch by Sutton Sales. Tucks it into the line. That was huge with a capital H. 9 serving 10. This match has had a little bit of everything. Greenlee drops one in there. Set far side, and Greenlee let it go, but that one was destined for the line, and it nipped it, and the Tigers trail it by 2 late. Greenlee will come out. Moding will come in. Back to serve is Augustatus. I don't know. Oh boy. Tigers in trouble. Cerveny does get it over a third time. That was huge. Oh! And a net touch by Erie over the net. Coach Fisher's asking what the heck happened. She wants Moding to go over and chat with the chair umpire. I think part of it is the call was made with a little bit of indecision. So 12 serving 9. Tigers need this point or they are in big trouble. Oliker, Malik, Sales off the roof. Oh, and that one fell luckily back onto the Tiger side. Unluckily for the Tigers. Far side, cross court, Cerveny, the nice hit. Oliker plays it. Now Sales will play it over a third time. Dump set, diving dig. Tigers keep it alive. Good defense there for Erie. Now out of the middle, and just a nice hit by Anderson. And it is a 4-point lead. The Tigers have to figure out something fast in this timeout. It has been a heck of a match. And just looking back through last year. So the Tigers, they won in a playoff regional game in 5 sets against Castleview. The last 5-set game before that, they lost to Fort Collins. They lost to Broomfield. They lost to Douglas County. They lost to Platte Valley, and they lost to Windsor. So in the regular season, last year they dropped 5 of them. If you go back another year in 21-22, they lost 5 and 5 to Discovery Canyon. They lost or they won in 5 to Windsor. So it has been a while since they won a meaningful 5-set match. That regional did not advance the Tigers. So can they find a way here? Blocked at the net. Tigers trying to keep it alive, and they do. Longmont on the attack. Out of the middle, Anderson swipes, and she has been a Tiger destroyer here tonight. And it is a 5-point Tiger lead. So 5 match points coming here for Erie. Set up near side. Sales goes cross court. Blocked at the net. Kept alive by Longmont. Chance to end it. And that will end it. So the Tigers drop another one. I believe that is their 7th straight regular season 5th set loss. So they will have to eventually, some point this season, you feel like they will break that seal, but unfortunately not tonight. That's going to do it for us here as the Tigers fall by a final score of 3 sets to 2 and 15 to 9 in the last one. A special thanks to Jenny Vera, our camera operator, for everyone across the Erie Tigers.